Well, call me crazy, but the day has come. We are selling this. No more F-150. I'm selling it for $26,000. It's got 59K on it. It's a loaded FX4. Had some good times with it. Had some frustrating, very few frustrating though. It's been an awesome truck. I'm in the process of straightening it up on the inside a little bit because I can only do what I can on the outside. Yep. Call me crazy being my main reliable, nothing's ever wrong vehicle, but hey, Silverados are doing just fine right now. And yeah, time's come. Look at this floor. This is exactly why you weather tech your truck. So freaking nice. But time to move on. So this will legitimately be my last cold start. Tell you what, that 5-liter with a Roush exhaust is amazing sounding. You probably won't be able to beat it, not even with a Chevy sound. But yeah, it kind of came out of the blue. For a while there, I was trying to get my buddy's 16 LML Duramax. I was going to sell this private sale to do it. Didn't work out that way. He ended up keeping his truck, so. And I offered this to a buddy of mine because I was looking hard for another LML or even an L5P Duramax had I been able to get to that point, but they're expensive. So pretty much a buddy of mine messaged me out of the blue saying, hey, I think I want to buy it now, because he was already in the market for some trucks, and deal's on. Here we go. Oh yeah. Not even to the floor and she moves. No problem catching that at highway speed at all. Bye-bye. She a good truck. A loud truck, really loud truck. Alright, one last highway merge on. gentle tap it, and it goes off. It flashes 3 times. That's awesome. I wish more vehicles did that. The tow mirrors, I swear, Ford makes the best. Nice big blind spot, solid mirror. Not only are they power folding, they're power telescoping. Yeah, so it's a 2013 FX4, looks loaded. Every option except a moonroof, literally every option, nav and all that. And it's booking right now for about $27, $29, depending on NADA and KBB. So I ended up selling for $26. Now, that gets me very close to debt free, so that's awesome. Now I can try to like cash flow everything the way I want to. And well, let's face it, like I didn't have the biggest connection with this truck. I just appreciated it for how nice it was and how reliable it is. You know, it's a Ford truck. They're great trucks. You can't beat them. My favorite part of the truck, I can't really decipher if it's between the color and the configuration. It's a Super Cruise 6.5 bed. Why Chevy is not putting these out yet, I don't know. I mean, I know they're out there, but like, make them more available, like in your top tier, like your high country or your LTZ. Like I barely ever see them. But you can find a Super Cruise 6.5 bed F-150 without even trying, you know? It's just, they're out there, you know? It's awesome. I love that configuration. And you just can't find it with any of the other brands. Ford's been doing it since 06. I mean, 06 to 8 it was kind of rare, but I'll tell you what, after like 09 hit, man, it's not hard at all to find one, even with the tow mirrors. I found this truck, cars.com. I was actually going to get one in Ohio at a dealer. I think it was Ricart Automotive, and I booked the hotel room, all that. And on my drive down, I called and said, hey, I'm coming, the deal's on for the morning, and like basically it's a guaranteed sale, you know. They ended up telling me that it had sold earlier that day, so I was, you know, dealership couldn't hold their word. I tried putting money down, and their wording was, well, we can't take money down, it's first come, first serve. So for a big dealership to be that way, that's kind of lousy. Like, well, I have no reason to go out to Ohio to buy a vehicle, but I will never ever suggest that dealership ever after that experience. And what I was going for was a 13. It was a Blue Flame Super Cruise 6.5 nav Sony, just like this truck, minus the tow mirrors and minus the 20s. So it was also a, I think it was $29,000 they wanted, and the truck had like 67,000 miles on it. This truck was located at a dealership in Connecticut, Willimantic, Connecticut, I think, something like that, near Columbus or Columbia, whatever is up there. And I ended up messaging them because I was like, well, I'll make the numbers work, because I was buying it with a loan and I was a tightwad. I didn't want to overbite more than I could chew, you know. Ended up calling them, talking to them. They allowed me to put down a deposit, a refundable deposit at that, in case I got up here and, you know, the truck wasn't what I wanted. But when you're driving 7 hours, it's almost guaranteed that you're buying said vehicle. I mean, yes and no. I mean, if it's like your dream vehicle, you should be very particular about it. But, you know, I was just trying to buy what at the time was my dream truck, so I pretty much achieved it. They worked with me, and I got to go up like a week later after getting my loan reconfigured so that I could write them the check. I ended up getting it for $32,190, something like that. A couple grand more, but like the tow mirrors, awesome. The 20s look great. It is exactly the truck I wanted. I didn't think I was going to get. The tow mirrors was not a necessity for me, but it was a major helping stone to want to buy the truck. And that little dealership was really good up there, so I was happy to deal with them. yeah, basically I drove the truck a lot in the first year. A couple of years after that, really not so much. I've got like 16,500 miles in total on the whole truck in 4 years. This is the first I've had it out in the winter since I first bought it, because at the time I had a Cobalt SS, that orange one, and wasn't the best in snow, wasn't the worst, but it got a lot better when I put better tires on it. But yeah, other than that, this truck has been stored every winter right along with the Pontiac, and you know, I've taken that care. It's got less than 60,000 miles on it, so I enjoyed taking care of it, but it's a headache. You know, it's a big truck. It's big to clean. It's something else that I have like a nervous breakdown of using, so it's like, let's get rid of it. I know my friend that is buying it is going to actually use it, and it's going up toward Erie, Pennsylvania, so maybe it's its fate, I don't know, but I know in my ownership that I took great care of the truck, and it had a pretty easy life. Ford did such an A+ on these trucks, and they still do, you know. This cluster is just amazing. I'm telling you how much till empty, all that fancy crap. Multiple trip odometers. Those truck apps, I never even used that. That just tells you your degree and angle, you know. All these settings, information, like a full system check. Everything has this now. But at the time, like 2013, this was really cool. And the nav screen in its own, I always thought was pretty damn cool. It's slow. It is very slow, that's for sure. It is not instantaneous the least bit. And you have to, I think you have to be stopped to even make coordinates, but I don't know. This HVAC digital screen, amazing. I like it a lot. What I do like, they retain like big knobs for easy use and shit like and stuff like that. But to actuate the heated and cooled seats, you do have to use a screen. So that's kind of a I don't know, it's kind of a gray area. It doesn't really bother me, but I know there's scenarios where like these screens will die out and whatnot, but this one's never given me any trouble at all. I just realized this is a rear defrost. I know the truck has it due to the lines, but I didn't know that that was a button there as well, because you do have it down here. The dash is so laid out and clean. It's the best part of it though. Like, especially coming from the 09 to 11, what they were, or excuse me, up to 2012, they had a lot of buttons and they had a lot going on. This whole, like, the radio was up here on the non-nav models and whatnot. Like, it looked busy, but this is, like, dare I say, handsome, if you will. Now, one thing I realized, you see how the gear is off to the right there? It tells you what gear you're in. You hit this button here, you can eliminate that. If you don't have that lit up, hit your plus, and it comes right up. No problem at all. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I know I didn't make a whole lot of content with this truck, but I mean, it was great to have while I had it. And for highway use and whatnot, like the rear seat room is crazy. It's been a great truck. I wish it the best. I took it to 59,000 from 42. Took good care of it. Never had to change a ball joint, nothing. All I've done was modify and oil changes. That's a good truck right there, but it's only 16,000 miles. I've got 35,000 miles on that 04 in like 2 years. But that's because I used it, and I appreciated this truck so much. I didn't want to subject it to winter in Pennsylvania and all that. I know that sounds ridiculous, but you know, you spend a lot of money, you want to take care of it. I know a lot of people say, if you're spending that kind of money, you better be using it, but maybe if I get a I'm not getting any severe damages, like body-wise with the winter use of salt and stuff, we'll give one a try. Might be able to drive it year-round, whatever. But again, I'm coming to the point where it's exhausting, like taking care of too much stuff, so it's kind of a relief to let it go. But it's been an awesome truck, and I appreciate it for what it has been. Phenomenal sound. Roush 5.0. I'll tell you what, the Roush and probably Borla, but like that Roush exhaust has such a good sound to it. It makes me so happy. There it goes. Hey, buddy.